I thought I had filmed it, but I accidentally hit the camera button instead of that. But we got ourselves a little bit of a leak up here. And so for the night, because it's going to be raining on and off for the next 5 hours, I went ahead and threw my big pot down here. And you put a little washcloth down the bottom, so if it does start dripping again, that'll mute it so it doesn't keep me up. And I was actually noticed... my stool here was a little moist on the one side and water coming down on this side here. So I took off the cover and there's only one little tiny leak and it's on this side. So because I'm parked at a really weird downsloping angle, it's dripping there, and it might have been dripping, at least capable of dripping for a while, but because of the angle, it's allowing water to bunch up on this side. And then it was dripping down and then getting out to this corner and dripping out this corner. That's why I identified it. So I took this guy off, going to let it dry overnight. And then I took the ladder out. I went up there. It's dark out there, so I didn't film it. It's 1:30 in the morning. But what I noticed is right up here, there's just the minusculest little gap that could be up there and could let water through. So, and I tested if that was it by clearing out all the water out of it. And as soon as I did that, lo and behold, it stopped dripping. So it's going to have to rain quite a bit for that gap to fill back up. So I may not see any more water tonight. Tomorrow, I'm going to just use some basic caulking up there for now. And if that holds, great, it holds. If it doesn't, I do have some of the really, really good self-leveling sealant that we'll use. And if I have to break that out, I'm just going to reseal absolutely everything up there. But I'm going to wait a little bit and just use the standard caulking, which I have that's already open. So hopefully that'll work. We'll handle that in the morning after it stops raining. I can dry it out appropriately. And then we have a lot more rain coming, unfortunately. And so that's another reason to not use the self-leveling stuff. Let's just use the standard housing caulking. And honestly, if I turn the van around so the slope is on the other side, I won't actually probably see any leaking at all. I don't think any accumulation will get there. But it's actually just more convenient for me to be at this angle just for a variety of reasons. So we're going to stay here, and that'll allow me to test the fix early in the morning and then hopefully let it cure tomorrow afternoon before the rains start coming in tomorrow night again. And if that doesn't work, we're just going to have to wait until the rainy season's over or do some other barrier up there in the meantime. But hey, sometimes the things you got to put up with in van life. But anyway, it's 1:30 in the morning, and yeah, I want to go to bed, so we'll see you later. Alright, so here's this little gap right there. Teensy weensy little spot is our problem. Now it's still wet up here, so I'm not sure if any caulking is going to take. But if I don't do it now, I won't get a chance at all because it's supposed to rain again in a little bit. I should have brought up a couple more paper towels, but oh well. We'll deal with that and see what we can do. So as you can tell here, this is where we had patched it up. And this is actually several months after I recorded the original footage, and I have not had any leaking issues at all. So you can kind of see what we did here. I just patched in with some extra stuff. Now the original outlaying over here, this is all done with the self-leveling sealant, which is designed for RV roofs. So I used it over here, and then over here, these are where my solar lines come in, and then we used a little bit over here as well. Actually, I think this is regular house caulking. This is the Wi-Fi antenna. But basically what I did over here is I cleaned all this part out, I dried it all up, and just globbed it over there several times over. And I've not had any issues at all since. Some of that is the angles, some of it is, yeah, we haven't had any issues. So anyway, the lake is fixed. No problems after that. And after several months, no problems. So there we have it. You can fix your basic leak roofs. Just make sure if you're out van lifing, have some extra caulking, have some extra supplies, the ability to get up here and work on some things. And that's exactly what I did. Is I just got up here and just used just regular it is outdoor trim, so it's not for like just the basic indoor bathroom, but for good outdoor patching, that's what that's used for. Anyway, I think right now we're gonna go ahead and clean up the solar panels a little bit. They're a little messy, and then we will call her good. So thanks for hanging out with us, everybody, and we'll see you a little bit further down the road.